Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm your host of ComedyClowns Studios, and I wanted to make an update and announcement about Enchanted Life. So mainly what I had in mind originally was talk about the update and then show you a showcase of my concept of the HUD for the video game of Enchanted Life, but that could be in a separate video. But for this, I wanted to say that the video game format of Enchanted Life is cancelled due to my hard comprehension of trying to understand coding. But not only that, it's because it's taking like a hell of a long time that I haven't really made any big progress in developing it. Before I thought about turning it into a game, the original intention was turning it into a 2D animation to start off the series, but it's apparently going to be started off as a 2D animation either way because of a failed request, and also we're doing crossover with Poppy's Playtime. Now we'll get to that in a moment, so I'll keep a tab on that. So not only is it hard to understand coding, but another issue I was facing is that, 3D models I can do. I can make 3D models, but the thing is that I have never actually made my first 3D model. I have potential in making one, but I haven't actually created one. So I was trying to watch this tutorial of how this woman was able to make the 3D model, and I was trying to make Drake, but she got to a step to where she was using a shortcut keybind, but also was describing what it was. But once I did it, it didn't do anything, or I was having trouble finding doing what she was trying to show us. And since I had trouble finding it, I had to just put it to stop or put it on pause. But that no longer is a worry for me. Now, that's what I have to say about that. Or that's the end of that talk. Now about the two animations that I am currently in the works of. The first one is a failed request, was a makeup for a failed request. And then the second one originally was the idea of Gennard, but just private business between me and him. And I no longer am with him. I had to kick him out, and I was originally going to refund a game apparently that also made a crossover with Poppy's Playtime, which is Dark Deception. Monsters and Mortals is what the game is called. I was going to refund it, but before I even could refund it, I wanted to ask the rest of the team if they wanted to keep the Poppy's Playtime crossover idea, and by majority vote, it was a yes, and so I still keep the thing. But the thing is that I can't really access the thing of Dark Monsters and Mortals DLC of it because hardly anybody's on it, and I need 6 players. So I have to go about that at least one day. But yeah. My other commentary I guess I can add in is about the how these two, which one's non-canon, which one is canon. So non-canon would be Graveyard Shift at Freddy's, which because there is a canon hell in the original game. There's a canon hell in the original game, and my rules of making a canon crossover states that in order to make a canon crossover, the series has not cannot have a canon hell or heaven or any other religious afterlives. Now, Poppy's Playtime, or Operation Playtime, which is the crossover, so it follows everything, but there's one rule that I am making an exception to, because well, what I'm seeing right now is actually kind of confusing, because the chapter 4 just got released yesterday. So the exception is that if the player, or not the player, but if the character that you're playing as, or the character that keeps the series alive or going, cannot grow old or die within it. But with Poppy's Playtime, it has an exception, because this is a place that has not been touched. In context, it's a place that has not really been touched nor investigated, nor NSA, FBI, or any other realistic organizations have actually got a notice about the place from the start. Because if it was really suspected, there would be like restriction signs and public notices and such. But so far, for what my research has seen, it follows a real geographic location. It doesn't have any apocalyptic scenarios, or doesn't take place in futuristic type of theme. It takes place modern day. Another one is, hold on, let me look up my file explorer. I wonder if I have it in here. That answer is yes. Okay, so takes place modern day, no apocalyptic scenarios. The series at least has some people, powers, anthropomorphic. Well, it has creatures, but I'm not sure about if the society outside the game has anthropomorphic beings. The series doesn't have a canon heaven or hell or any religious afterlife. It does follow a geographical location, which is Phoebe, Illinois. The series has this is the rule that I was talking about that I can make an exception to, because chapter 4 legit said like an ending. Like literally, there's like some videos I saw that said it's like an ending. And I was like, is this like literally there was like 4 chapters to this game and that is the end, or is that just the end of the chapter? So I'm confused about that, but mostly I would wait for the game to be fully complete, or until further knowing that it's actually like fully complete and there's no more. But what I'm seeing, if the player actually, or if the creators actually intended for that to be the last chapter, then it is an exception. But for other series, the main characters or major characters that keep the series going doesn't have an ending where they grow old, die, or etc. They either continue their present time and problems, or have an ending where they just live in peace and wait for something bad to occur so they can go deal with it again. That's basically the fifth rule. Yeah, fifth rule. And that's the exception, but I haven't got to chapter 4 yet. I haven't played bought chapter 4 yet. Me and my team are still on the 3rd chapter. We're busy with the role play or developing a plot, script and plot for Operation Silent Night. So once we're done with that, then we will finish chapter 3. And once we're finished with chapter 3, we're going to chapter 4. And after chapter 4, then we'll get to the script to Operation Playtime. And that is all I have to say right now. Or that is the end of what all I have to talk about. And this is the conclusion. So to sum up, cancellation of the Enchanted Life video game. In development and works of the animations to start off of Enchanted Life. And yeah, that is literally all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good day and or night. Au revoir.